Hey guys, this is Devansh and welcome back to my channel Devansh Quality. So today guys, we will be learning about water purification. Okay, 1 minute. Okay guys, as you can see on the screen, today we will be learning about water purification, which means that how can you purify water and how can you separate soluble and insoluble impurities from water. We'll learn that too guys. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, methods for purifying water. So in this lesson, in this ppt, in this slide, in these slides you learn about methods for purifying water, purification of water in public water supply systems. Okay, you'll learn about these two things. Okay, methods for purifying water, there are some processes, you learn about them, and the another thing is purification of water in public water supply systems, you learn about that. Okay, so first of all, what are impurities? Impurities are undesirable substances. Impurities are undesirable substances which can or cannot. Okay, what are impurities? They are undesirable substances which can or cannot mix in water. They are of two types, insoluble and soluble. Okay, again I'll tell you. Impurities. What are impurities? Impurities are undesirable substances which can or cannot mix in water. They are of two types, insoluble and soluble impurities. What are insoluble impurities? Okay. Insoluble impurities are the impurities which do not dissolve in water. Example, sand. Okay, sand. Sand does not dissolve in water. Okay, you see this so many times, right? So insoluble impurities are the impurities which do not dissolve in water. Sand is one example, mud is one example. Okay, so what are soluble impurities now? Soluble impurities are the impurities which do dissolve in water. Example, salt, sugar. Okay, do this experiment guys, like take some salt and take a transparent glass filled with water. Okay, put some salt in it. As you can see, the salt or sugar, anything, dissolves in the water. So try this. Okay, removal of insoluble impurities from water. Now we'll learn about how to remove only insoluble impurities from water. There are two processes, sedimentation and decantation. Okay, we'll learn about this, sedimentation and decantation. Okay, what is sedimentation? Water contains sand or mud sometimes, which is insoluble. As you saw in the before slide, that sand is an insoluble particle. Okay, sand and mud. I told you one example, sand and mud are insoluble impurities. If the water is allowed to stand undisturbed for 2 to 3 hours, okay, like take one container, like water containing insoluble impurities, you can see here, right? Water containing insoluble impurities. Okay, keep it undisturbed for 2 to 3 hours. The particles settle down the container. This process is called as sedimentation. Okay, this settle down the container. See, like this. This is before and this is after 2 to 3 hours. Okay, the insoluble impurities stay below the container. They settle down they settle below the container, and this is the clear water here. And this is called sedimentation. Okay. Now, what is decantation? After the process of sedimentation, pour the clear water into another container, but you should not disturb these sediments. This process is called decantation. Okay, so you can see in the picture, this container has like insoluble impurities down below the container, then the clear water is poured into another container. Okay, and this process is called decantation. Now, another process to remove insoluble impurities from water. So we learned about two processes to remove insoluble impurities from water. Now there is one more process called filtration. Okay, so we'll learn about this process, filtration. First, take a circular piece of filter paper and fold it like a cone. Okay, take a piece of filter paper or muslin cloth, you can see it here, okay, and a circular piece and fold it into a cone. Pour the dirty water gently into the funnel with a glass rod. With the help of a glass rod, pour the water here. You can see this is the dirty water. Pour it gently into the funnel with the help of a glass rod. The insoluble particles settle on the top called residue, and the clear water in another container is called filtrate. This is called filtration. Okay, so these particles, which you can see, they settle here. So that part is called residue, and the clear water which came down here is called filtrate. So this is the process of filtration, guys. So yes, so guys, tomorrow we will learn about one more process. Today we learned about 3 processes. Tomorrow we learn about one more process. Okay, and we will learn about purification of water in water public supply systems. Okay, yeah. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, guys. So that's it, guys. Until then, bye bye.